motivated can be really hard sometimes, especially when you're in an art block. The tips I'm about to share with you guys can hopefully apply to more than just staying motivated with your drawing, but I'm probably going to be using that as an example. We all struggle with staying motivated at times, and it's really difficult. And so I'm going to share some tips that I've come up with and things that I've done to stay motivated in what I do. My first tip is to make a daily habit. And like I said, I'm going to be using art for this example since this is an art channel. Making a daily habit when it comes to artwork is make a habit of drawing every single day, or creating artwork every single day, whether that be sculpting, drawing, painting, whatever it is, do it every day. It doesn't matter if you spend 5, 10, 15, 2 hours, whatever you do, spend some time every single day creating artwork and make a habit of it to where you do it so much that if you skip a day without creating artwork, it just doesn't feel right. And you get so used to it that you just don't stop, and then you create more content and more artwork all the time. I have to admit I'm guilty of not doing this because it is I do struggle to stay motivated at times, especially with my busy schedule. But just taking 5 minutes per day of just doing little doodles and things like that will really keep you going. My next tip to stay motivated is to create a source of inspiration. I mentioned this in a previous video, but what I do when I'm in a creative mood is I go on Pinterest and I pin illustrations that I love to a specific board that I call art inspiration. I do this for when I'm in creative ruts and art blocks where I just have no motivation to do stuff, and then I go to that board and all that creativity just kind of comes flooding back and I get all these ideas for creating artwork, and so it helps me to get inspired. And so having that source of inspiration is really helpful. It doesn't have to be in a Pinterest board, it can be in other things. It can be in a person or a specific artist, whatever it is. Kind of have a source of inspiration to pull from when you're in those times when you're kind of losing your creativity. Number 3 is don't be hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up about the fact that you're not being motivated at the moment, because I'm guilty of this. When I've lost my motivation, I've really beaten myself up about it, just spending hours and coming up with nothing and just being so upset being in an art block going, I spent 3 hours trying to do a drawing and I haven't started anything, and I just beat myself up about it when I really should go, you know what, it's okay, just walk away. And the creativity will come back. You just don't force it, and don't be too hard on yourself. My last tip to help you to stay motivated to continue to create is to recreate old artwork. This is such a huge motivator for me because I will go and pick out drawings that I've done from a couple years ago and I redraw them, and doing that is so helpful to motivate me to keep going because I realize how far I've progressed and how much I've improved if I recreate an old drawing, because I see my flaws and mistakes, and instead of beating myself up about those mistakes, I correct those mistakes in a new drawing, and so I can compare the two and go, wow, I'm doing better. I know this is sort of a short video, but I just want to share some tips on how to stay motivated because sometimes it's hard for me to stay motivated with creating videos, and doing it every single week can be really tiresome. But I hope these tips were helpful for you. If you have any suggestions on how to stay motivated, be sure to comment your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you're new here, I create new art videos every single Friday, so if you aren't already and you'd like to be sure to join my pirate crew by hitting subscribe right there down below. That's all I have for you guys today, so I will see you guys next Friday.